All right, so this is my outlook on today. I did not end up taking any trades today. Um, so starting off a market open, we had a 4 hour gap above and this 1 hour gap below. We were sort of range bound. I mean, like if we reacted off of the 4 hour and ended up moving lower, I genuinely wouldn't have been surprised. If we hit this 1 hour and moved higher, I wouldn't be surprised. So it's one of those days where you need to wait for something to happen. I know lots of popular influencers took this trade. Referring to this 1 minute right here. Um, it's just like it's not a bad setup, but the trade itself is like you got to be so confident in New York PM high being the draw, and it was a really good draw. Like it was a pretty good draw. But trusting that we're gonna hit this 1 hour and just crank straight past the 4 hour that was above is it's a little risky. Like it's I don't know, not something I would be looking to put risk on. Maybe an eval trade, but not something I'd be willing to risk a lot of money on. So after that, we ended up. Let me turn that on. After that, we ended up cranking higher. We hit New York PM. It was also an intermediate high, resting inside a 1 hour gap. And I was still kind of interested in shorts. And then I kind of realized that if we just flipped a 4 hour that was in premium, a bearish 4 hour in premium, then we're likely to move higher. Like there's not a whole lot of defense for it after that point. If we flip the highest time frame gap that is also resting in premium, that should be the reason, like that should be defending price from moving any higher than that. And the fact we flip it is telling me, okay, we probably need to look for higher prices now, especially due to the fact that we did hit EQ of the daily range. Um, and we are also resting inside the new week open, or we filled the new week opening gap. We're resting inside a daily imbalance. So signs started to look a little bit bullish, especially after seeing this rip up in the morning and flipping the 4 hour gap. So from there, I was looking at the 4 hour candle, and as you can see, this is the 10 a.m. open. We opened, we manipulated higher, and we did get an inverse for lower, but you're asking for a lot after what just happened. We're like it's still respecting bullish order flow. So from here, I looked for longs. After we got the 15-minute formed right here, I wanted to see a dig in. We got a tap in. I was like, okay, I want to see a resweep. We got the resweep, and there was no SMT. And so here's the 30-second inverse. It was at 668. And so here, this is where I got kind of faded out. So I was really liking this trade up until when I drew the position tool out, and I go to see, oh, where's my target gonna be? And I look at the targets. That's horrible. Like all we have is a 15-minute high and a 1 hour gap, which like those aren't draws on liquidity. Like that's definitely some like it has a reason to, go there, but like it's not pulling price higher like any other draw would in theory. Um so yeah, that kind of kept me out of this trade as soon as I seen that the nearest actual draw on liquidity was about how many points away? 200 fucking 20 points away. Um yeah, it kind of faded me out. So, and y'all can see why. We got probably a maximum 1.6, 1.5 R out of this whole trade just before we get break even, and then it actually starts to move immediately after that. So, yeah, I'm not really tripping about today's outcome. I didn't take any trades, I didn't lose any money. So I'm pretty cool with it. Like seeing this price action, I'm not sad that I missed out on it. So, yeah. That's what kept me faded out for today, just not having a very obvious draw slash target. Maybe if there was like some intermediate highs on the way, I would have been a little bit more confident, but random 15-minute highs in a 1 hour gap is like really not the strongest pool of liquidity to take out your position from. If anything, I would have wanted a deeper entry within this 15 and then just taken out at the external with NYAM as our overall draw to get us to higher prices. But asking for NYAM high from all the way down here, that's insane. That's insane, guys. Like, you can't be like, yes, we are bullish and this is the nearest draw on liquidity, but that does not necessarily mean like, okay, since we get a bullish setup, like we're just gonna go ahead and target the next draw on liquidity. Like, no. Like, look at that. You really think that's gonna hit? Probably not. And it didn't, because it got break even almost immediate or within the next hour of chop. So it's just like one of those days where you're thinking, okay, with all the context that I've witnessed this morning, and now with the variables I have to work with, for example, having no real target and only having an overall draw that's like 200 points away, is it really worth putting on risk, especially with the RR? And for me, it wasn't. I'd rather hop on tomorrow and take the same setup that was deeper and get a 2.5 R and take out at the freaking high. Like, I don't care about these home runs, dude. Like, I don't care about taking some massive home run trade. I don't care about it. Like, I want a deep entry, tight stops that make sense, and taken out at the external, and it hits beautifully. But there wasn't, a gap. There wasn't an opportunity in there to get something like that. So that's what kept me out of trading today. I am aware that lots of people did take this first inversion down here, and it did pay out. Um, Probably, I would say, due to the fact that we did finally mitigate all of our objectives on this leg, and we did hit EQ, we hit the NWOG, and we hit multiple high time frame gaps, and then we respect another high time frame gap. So I mean, the outlook doesn't necessarily sound bad, but I want to see more confirmation. I need to see bearish order flow being disrespected and not just a bit of bullish order flow being respected, because that's going to happen even in a downtrend. So yeah, I mean, if whoever you're watching that took this trade, that was discretion. Because they know that's there. They know, okay, like we're in bearish order flow, and we very well could move lower, but the setup looks so good and they're confident in the draw. And that's the biggest thing, is having a draw on liquidity that you are confident in, and for a reason, right? And for me, it was just hitting a 1 hour gap for me is not enough to confirm that, okay, we are switching to bullish order flow and this is the draw. I want to feel a bit more confident than just seeing the setup and taking it. So yeah, that's what kept me out of the market today. Um, this is my first YouTube video. So whoever's watching this, I'm very grateful for you. I will keep putting out videos, and I hope you guys will look forward to it. I want to grow this channel as much as possible. And yeah, thanks.